Hello and thanks for staying with us. Nigerian Customs Service impound goods worth over 1 billion naira from a Chinese base in Lagos. And also on customs reports, the area controller in charge of the airport continued to speak with stakeholders concerning the operations at the airport. Plus, more report. I am Egiseme Edie. Stay tuned. The airport area control has said that the airport command will continue to implement government policies as approved by the management of Nigerian Customs Service. The custom boss made a remark when he hosted agents at the airport.
We all have to cooperate with ourselves. I'm soliciting the cooperation of the ANALCA member because when it comes to clearing, ANALCA is senior. Whether they want to believe it or not. Wow. Because I see responsible human beings in this association. People that are knowledgeable. Would I even add to say people that are compliant? I told your members and the stakeholders yesterday, I'm here for revenue. I cannot work as an island. I need your cooperation. You need us. We also need you. We're going to try as much as possible to remove some of the bottlenecks I know you might be having. Duplications of duty, custom officers turning themselves to agents and taking your job from you. That's right. We're going to make sure that they do the job they are paid to do and not acting as clearing agents. The bottleneck in the areas of duplication of duty, having a monitoring team, revenue hunting. I need to sit down and see, you've been hunting for revenue. How has it really translated to the revenue that the federal government wants? And if it's not been translating to that, then I have to disband the team. Because we are here for trade facilitation. And anything that is going to be a hindrance to our trade facilitation should be kept aside and removed out of the way. I want the agents to also try their very best to do the right thing. Make your declarations. Do not steal cargoes. If it's been done in the past, please try to avoid it. It's not going to go down well with all of us. But thank God we are all matured, have come here, not only as the custom area controller, as your sister, as your mother, as your friend, to work with you, to achieve the goal which I was sent here for, revenue generation. We all know that Nigeria, for a long time, has been a mono economy. We're trying to diversify. And customs is the second highest revenue generating agency for the government.
Some of the agents also speak at the airport's operation.
I was very excited because I know that a lady with Midas touch who really know exactly what custom and excise is to be. A lady that I know that does not take rubbish for anything. A lady that I know that she knows her onions and she knows what is right and what is not right. I can remember what happened one time. We all went to her and we pleaded and said that I'm very sorry. Sometimes we can become very users of our businesses, but I'm very sure that Madam understood that very properly. Please give her a round of applause. There are professionals here. When your resume was great, I was very excited, in as much as I've known that before now. And I know you very well, and I know your boss. But what I'm saying here is that people like you are the people we want to work with, so that you can understand us even in a much, much better level. Then Alloy, like I told you, is a good example of our channel. If you look at down there, you see good number of them there who are actually graduates. Some are master's holder, 2 of them are master's degree holders. And these are the exact type of people we want in this administration. If you look from the left to your right, you will see very quality group of people who are coming on board. The man that has worked so well, the man that we all believe that he has put in a step forward. What remains is that we need to go above what he has done, to get things done much better than what he has put in on plate. We know you are still very new in this area, but I'm very sure that you are not new in the customs services. You know every strata of custom units, and I know you know what to do in this place. I know you actually know where the bottlenecks are, and I'm very sure those bottlenecks will be removed by the special grace of God. And I'm assuring you, madam, that this chapter and the entire association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents are going to give you support for the very new generation is our paramount, because customs and freight forwarders and custom brokers, you licensed us. And through you, we are generating the revenues too. So we really want to partnership with you to make sure that there's no revenue leakage in this chapter, in this government. So what we're saying today is that we're going to come back. By the time we come back, we now roll out our relationship with you. The things we would like us to do with you, the things we want you to look into, and the things we believe you can help us do.
The area controller said that anyone caught with fake papers will be arrested alongside with the consignment.
And they're looking at us. You know the target we have. You know what we did last year with our CGC, Colonel Ahmed Ali. We were able to raise a revenue of over 1 trillion last year. It's never happened before. The discipline he's instilled in the Nigerian Customs Service, even the officers know that the customs of today, the customs under the leadership of Colonel Ahmed Ali retired, is not business as usual. It's a different Nigerian Customs Service. And I thank God that the President decided to give us Colonel Ahmed Ali as our CGC. We are moving forward and we're not moving backward. Modernization is going on in customs, and we believe that Nigerian Customs Service will be a service where everybody will want to be a part of, not because of the old perception. We all know perception is different from reality, but for the fact that these are people who are ready to work for the government, to put in their best. I thank you all. Like OBC said, I'm expecting you people back gloriously. Amen. As winners.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has again intercepted goods worth over 1 billion naira from a Chinese national in Nigeria. The area controller said that the investigation is still going on how the consignment came into the country. The customs controller said that the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species Site 1973 entails that customs administration all over the world must protect wildlife by intercepting illegal trade in such animals. The controller warned foreigners who specialize in smuggling of contraband into the country to desist from the act. So that the contraband items were intercepted at an apartment located at number 64 Okpebi Road off Toyin Street, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria.
Based on credible intelligence and information, on a tip-off, the warehouse operations got some information and they continued to process the information for some days until on Monday, when the genuineness of the information was established. They were able to trace and located this consignment pangolin shells. As you can see, they are inside this vehicle. There are also another 329 sacks of pangolin shell. Pangolin shells, elephant tusks, like you know, they are wildlife animals classified as endangered species. Trade in such animals and their products is prohibited internationally. They neatly fall under Schedule 6 of the Common External Tariff, Item 7, absolutely prohibited from exportation. It is globally protected by the World Customs Administration in each country, and it could be recalled not too far ago. Pangolin Day was marked worldwide. So it is for this reason that a Chinese national was also arrested alongside with this consignment. The Chinese national is here with us. We will bring him here, you will see. The value of this, the accepted price internationally, observing the law of supply and demand in economy, in simple economics, is $600 per kg. If you multiply this, it's going to give you 1.7 billion naira. This is the value of this consignment. You can now see. Now, it is the responsibility of the Federal Ministry of Environment to protect our habitat, fauna and flora, animals and plants. It is their responsibility to make sure this environment is safe for us so that these animals will not go into extinction. The first time it was Chinese, the second time this is also Chinese. The Nigerian Customs Service officers, they are employees of the federal government. We are being paid to do our work. So because this is it's a reformed customs, there are also new custom officers. We shun corruption in all its ramifications because we are committed to the service of this nation. If the officers subscribe to the collection of that money or whatever it might have been given to them, that is for individual gain. But since we are committed to the development of this country, that's why they shun that corruption and that they brought the goods. Even this one, I am sure the people might have attempted to do that. But because they know they are already committed to the service of this nation, to the best of my knowledge, nobody has ever attempted to do that this time around. And even if the people had done, I'm sure they would have resisted. And that's why the Chinese is here and the investigation will be widened so that whoever is behind or contributes to this illegal trade will also be brought to book and will be sanctioned according to the law.
Any compensation for such officers that...
You know very well, in recent times, the CGC has, from time to time, it could be recalled, when officers made interception of arms, officers were promoted specially. I am sure something like this, the service will look at this issue as well. You see, I am sure you know these are export prohibition. And when you have such goods, since nobody uses them here, the intention, presumably, will be to export them. But having learned that from the previous one, we have widened our scope of investigation, intelligence, and exchange of ideas to make sure that wherever we have such information, when these products are seen, that we will make sure that they are brought here and they will be handed over to the appropriate authority. When the information was gotten, the officers, we draw our powers. We have the power to detain, remove, enter any premises to make sure that goods that are detained there, either they are uncustomed goods, which federal government money has not been collected, or they are absolutely prohibited. They are brought here. The place was sealed and the goods evacuated. Let me make it clear. The site is headquarters talking about, it was 1973. There is an international union for the conservation of natural habitat and wildlife. That it is globally prohibited. He is a Chinese. He is aware, even in China, that trade in this type of product is absolutely prohibited. It is always being shown in the Chinese television. Even yesterday, I watched it. Nobody gives permit for the exportation of these endangered species. There is no way, if permit is given, that the custom headquarters will not know. Where custom officers, anything that is permitted or is not allowed, every day we are being updated. I don't know from where he has gotten his permit. However, investigation will show, because we are not here to intimidate anybody, whether you are a Nigerian or non-Nigerian, due process will be followed.
The controller said that the seizure is in line with the provision of Section 147 of Customs and Excise Management Acts, Cap 45, laws of the Federation of Nigeria. The seized items and the suspects will be handed over to Nigeria Environmental Standard and Regulatory Enforcement Agency for further investigation. The Customs Area Controller in charge of Ogun State Command has said that bags of rice worth millions of naira has been intercepted by men of the Nigerian Customs Service. He said that the Customs Command operating at Idiroko will continue to smash any group that tries to bring in consignment of rice into the country.
The major approach we have adopted now in curtailing the activities of smugglers in Ogun State is multidimensional. We have devised so many means. There is an approach of following them behind when they are going and using informants to give us information. We are making seizure every day of rice. Rice is a daily seizure. We seize rice every day. We seize Tokumbo cars regularly, sometimes on a daily basis, the Tokumbo cars. But the rice is more in number, the quantity we are seeing. We are seizing it by the day. You can see I'm just resuming from leave, but the officers, I keep monitoring them even while on leave. We are working. I did like working leave. I was away, but I was using my phone, communicating, informing them, give them information. That is why you have the volume of seizures we have recorded in both Abeokuta axis and Idiroko axis of the command. We are working round the clock and we will continue to work round the clock. The government has banned the importation of rice through the land border. Officers and men of Ogun Area Command will not relent in the fight against smugglers. We will continue to fight smuggling. We will continue to fight smuggling of rice. We have hundreds of unapproved routes in Ogun State. We have the largest borderline between Nigeria and Benin Republic. That is why we are fighting with them every day. You can see the attack. They have attacked our men the last time. But we have been going now in large number. We don't go in small number when we are chasing them. That is why they will not find it easy now to attack any custom officer anymore. We will continue to fight them and we will continue to defeat them.
You also speak on the illegal routes by smugglers.
Those of them that are passing through the thick forest, like I told you, we have adopted a formula of using informants. The informant will tell us the route they follow. Sometimes we go into the bushes. But the problem we are having in the thick forest, what they are using are Okadas, what they call motorcycle, popularly known as Okada. They use that one and carrying this rice to smaller, narrow roads where vehicles could not enter, and now burst out at a smaller village where the vehicles are ready, waiting for them, empty vehicles. As the Okada motorcycles are arriving, they are loading them into the cars. We have informants right at that place. That is why you see even some of these vehicles you can see covered with tampons. They are equally the same product of this kind of smuggling. We will continue to seize them. We have them both here in Idiroko, Abeokuta axis and Idiroko axis. That is the multidimensional approach that I told you we have adopted now. Very soon we will call you and show you the quantum or the volume of rice we have so far seized. On a daily basis we are making these seizures, and very soon I'm telling you the warehouse in Idiroko and Abeokuta will be filled up with rice.
You also said the customs at the Idiroko command also impounded vehicles used to smuggling this rice through the unapproved routes into the country.
The Controller General of Customs is giving us a lot of support. And the support and the interactions and the synergy that we have adopted with the military, the Nigerian Army, officers and men of the Nigerian Army are giving us support. The Nigerian police, especially the police commissioner in Ogun State, as well as the brigade commander in Abeokuta, the commanding officer in Idiroko, the army, the SSS in Ogun State, every one of them are giving us support. So this kind of casualty will not be recorded again in Ogun Area Command. We have synergized with them because there is synergy, there is cooperation, there is interaction between the management of the Nigeria Customs Service and the hierarchy of the military and the police. So that kind of synergy at the highest level has been passed down to the command level and down to the officer and other ranks level of the Nigeria Customs Service. This we have tightened everywhere in Ogun, and we are going to have better result this year, 2018. The number of seizures we are going to make, the vehicles, the rice and other items that have been smuggled, I am assuring you we will surpass the quantity we have recorded last year.
So what are you telling the smugglers right now?
The smugglers have even, the smugglers have known it. There is no resting place in Ogun State for them. That is why you see them now moving to other areas. But we are equally passing information to our neighboring commands. They will continue to attack them. They will continue to seize them. If we don't seize here, if you refuse to enter through Ogun, we will pass the information to the next command, which is Oyo Oshun, to Kogi Kwara Niger Command, so they will intercept them there. So on and on and on, we keep passing the information to them so that we will bring them to a halt. Smuggling of rice must come to a halt because government is serious about smuggling of rice. The management of the Nigerian Customs Service is serious with this anti-smuggling of rice and tokumbo cars. Command by command in the Nigeria Customs Service, especially Ogun Area Command, we are dead serious about fighting smuggling of rice, smuggling of vegetable oil, smuggling of fairly used vehicle, as well as new vehicles. We will fight them to a halt in Ogun Area Command.
He warned smugglers and villagers while residing along the nation's borderline to desist from smuggling activities, saying that anyone caught will be made to face the law. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has officially declared open the Power Rolling Center in Abuja. He said that the rolling center will enable Customs Commission to perform their job effectively. The Customs boss also said the rolling center will further improve the revenue base of the service.
First and foremost, structurally, you can see the place is painted, the place is renewed. A lot of gadgets are put. The floor, as like I said, is now granite, no longer a carpet. So structurally, yes, that has been done. You could see the toilets and all other areas have been fully renovated and equipped. And then secondly, the computers too are now new ones, and they are going to enhance the performance of our officers and also the regular interaction between us and outside world. So what it means is that our work is going to be improved and improved tremendously, that we will be able to work at optimum size in order to meet the requirement of our stakeholders.
Are these computers connected to all the stations in the country?
Well, that's why it's a power rolling center. It's a center that connects us to all businesses where we do business with, and that's why we communicate with our respective units and commands, and this is where we connect with the banks and other stakeholders. So it's a robust system. It's a system that connects us to the world. It's web-based, like you know very well. I'm sure the controller was explaining, with your Wi-Fi you can hook onto anything and then do some work, but not outside here. As soon as you hit your screen, you will see some of those rules stated out there. There's no use of phone allowed here.
Just before running up this week edition of the program, Customs Report, we brought you a report where the Nigerian Customs Service impounded goods worth over 1 billion naira from a Chinese national. For me, Igeseme Engineer, thanks for watching.